Laughter carried through the thin glass of my truck window. It wasn't just any laugh. It was hers, Anna's, my wife. But the problem was she wasn't laughing with me. Across the street, in the shadows outside a neon-lit bar, I watched her lean too close to a man I didn't know. His hand rested on her lower back. The way she tilted her head, smiling up at him, wasn't a look a married woman should give anyone but her husband. My chest burned as if I'd swallowed glass. I gripped the steering wheel so hard the leather groaned under my fists. Every instinct screamed to storm inside, drag her out, demand answers. But I didn't. Not yet. I needed proof. I needed to see just how deep this betrayal went. Anna hadn't been herself for months. She went out more often, dressed differently, locked her phone, and laughed at messages she never shared with me. Intimacy had faded to almost nothing. I told myself it was stress. Maybe I'd been too focused on work. Maybe I'd missed the signs. But sitting there in the truck, watching her with that man, I realized denial had been protecting me from the truth I now had to face. I didn't wait for her to leave with him. I drove home, parked in our driveway, and sat in the silence of our house. Every framed photo mocked me. Smiles from vacations, anniversaries, birthdays. The clock ticked past midnight, then 1, then 2. When the front door clicked, I was waiting in the dark. Anna's perfume floated in first, followed by the uneven shuffle of her high heels. She tried to push the door open, but I had locked it from inside and removed her key weeks ago when suspicion first crept in. "Daniel?" Her voice was uncertain, slurred. "Why is the door locked?" I didn't answer. I just stared at the door like it was a barrier between my old life and whatever came next. My phone buzzed on the coffee table. Her name lit up the screen. I let it ring. Again. And again. Finally, I answered. "Daniel, what the hell? Let me in." Her tone was sharp, defensive, the kind people use when they know they've been caught, but aren't ready to admit it. "Where were you?" I asked, low, almost unrecognizable even to myself. "With friends," she stammered. "Why are you acting crazy?" "It's late. Just open the door." "Which friend, Anna?" My throat tightened. She hesitated. "The one with his hand on your back." Silence followed, only the muffled thump of a passing car's bass filling the space. "You followed me," she finally whispered, a mix of fear and guilt in her voice. "I didn't have to," I said coldly. "You don't even try to hide it anymore." She banged on the door. "Daniel, please. It's not what you think." "Then tell me what it is." I snapped. "He's just a friend from work. We were celebrating a promotion. That's all." Her words sounded rehearsed. Fake. I had heard that tone before, when she lied about buying something expensive and tried to downplay it. Do you celebrate promotions by letting him touch you like that? By laughing at him like he's your husband? My voice cracked. On the other side of the door, I heard her breath hitch. "Daniel, I didn't mean for this to happen." The confession shattered the last of my strength. When she realized I wasn't opening the door, she stopped knocking. I thought she'd given up, maybe returned to him, confirming my fears. But then my phone buzzed again. Her voice was broken this time. "Daniel, I messed up. Please don't give up on me." I stayed silent, my heart a battlefield. She continued, words spilling out like they'd been held back for months. "I didn't go looking for this. I was lonely. You've been so focused on work, on bills, on everything but me. And when he noticed me, it felt good. It felt like I mattered again." Her voice cracked with a sob. "But I don't love him. I love you. I swear to God, I only want to feel alive for a moment. I never wanted to lose you." Her words stabbed deeper than any denial could. Betrayal mixed with truth. Suddenly, the picture wasn't black and white anymore. I wanted to hang up, unlock the door, throw her things onto the lawn, scream, cry, demand why my love hadn't been enough. But instead, I stayed silent, listening to the woman I had shared a bed with for 10 years sob outside our home like a stranger. "Daniel," she whispered, "please let me in. I'll do anything. Counseling, honesty, whatever it takes. Just don't end us like this." Tears blurred my vision, dripped onto my hands. Part of me still loved her. Part of me wanted to believe she could be the woman I married again, but the deeper, angrier part knew trust, once broken, never fully returns. I don't even remember standing. One moment I was sitting, phone in hand. The next, I was at the locked door. Slowly, trembling, I turned the key. Anna stood there, mascara streak, hair tangled, dress wrinkled. When our eyes met, she broke down completely. "I'm sorry," she whispered, stepping forward. I didn't embrace her. I stepped back. "Don't," I said firmly. "You don't get to touch me right now." She froze, hands hovering, wanting to reach but knowing better. That night, we didn't share a bed. She curled up on the couch, sobbing softly. I lay awake in the bedroom, staring at the ceiling. In the days that followed, she tried. Deleted numbers, showed me her phone, suggested therapy, cooked dinners, left notes, clung to me like I was her last lifeline. But something inside me had shifted. Every smile I saw, I wondered if it was the same one she gave him. Every touch reminded me of his hand on her back. Trust wasn't broken. It was buried. Weeks later, she came into the bedroom with a folder of counseling brochures, eyes red from crying. "Daniel," she whispered, "I know I don't deserve another chance, but please, I'll fight for us if you let me." I looked at her, the woman I had loved for years, the woman who betrayed me, and realized something painful yet freeing. "I can't fight anymore, Anna," I said softly. "I'll never see you the same way again. If I stay, I'll resent you until there's nothing left of either of us." Her face crumpled. She sank to the floor, sobbing. My words weren't cruel, they were honest. A month later, the divorce papers were signed. Walking out of the courthouse, the autumn air felt sharper, cleaner. I wasn't whole, not yet, maybe not for a long time. But I was free. I had locked her out that night, thinking I was shutting the door on her betrayal. What I hadn't realized was that I was unlocking the door to my own future, one without lies, without half-truths, where maybe someday laughter would return. And this time it would be mine.